Like smart. Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, such against Armageddon. This is what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue with nations and ducks. Vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander, and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, fear, give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, this the feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'll punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They're a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them, which they are Jews. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
You in the room? Ready?
Good.
Come.
Hey, shalom, man. We are the Isupk, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm the commander general, Your Honor. I'm Officer Matazawad. This is the Wednesday night law class. So, what we're going to get into tonight, we're going to get into some marriage laws. And things we should be doing, things we shouldn't be doing. We're going to cut up some of the things that these fake camps say that as far as like multiple wives, things like that. We just want to get into it. So, I'm gonna start it off. Give me first Thessalonians 5:21. One thing we do in here in the ISUPK, we prove all things. We bring out the facts, we line up the history, line up the Bible. That's why we undefeated since 1969. Black, Hispanic, Native American, we're one of God's chosen people. You got it, Gabriel? First Thessalonians 5:21. Might take up some watch it.
Somewhat?
Okay.
So first
Thessalonians 5:21.
this is what the news for. Okay. So what's going on? Can I put it on my phone? Sorry.
Good. So now you can believe in marriage. And no such thing as divorce.
I got it. Yeah, that's it. We got it. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, and verse 21. Prove all things.
We prove all things in here.
How much to go?
We prove all things. We only deal with facts and how you get it. Read it again.
Prove all things.
We prove all things. Drop that, right? Look at Hebrews 13:4. It's a good thing to be married, man. Celebrate that union. The Most High loves that. That's one of the 3 things the Most High loves.
How you say Hebrews what?
Hebrews 13:4. Nothing like a union between a man and a woman. Not a man and a man. It's an abomination. Not a woman and a woman. From the beginning, it was what, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You know what I'm saying?
And these fake Israelite camps out here to tell you to obey the laws of the land.
Well, damn it.
You can be gay in their world.
You know what I'm saying? You can be gay in that world. The Most High don't honor that. The Most High honors a man and a woman. Adam and Eve. You got something else? You got go ahead and read.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable in all. The Most High loves marriage. He loves the union between a man and a woman. That's a glorious thing, man. You're blessed to find a ring, man. That's a glorious thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. Every man might not have that opportunity. It's hard to find a virtuous woman. You don't want to just marry anybody. And sex is marriage. We all know that, right? Sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? Really good? Yeah, we all know that. We're going to prove that tonight. Sex is marriage. And
the bed undefiled.
And the bed is undefiled. So whatever y'all do in that bedroom, that's between you, your spouse, and the Lord. As long as it's in God's laws, you can do whatever you want in that bedroom chamber. That's between you, your spouse, and the Lord. Nobody else's business. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tyler.
So as long as there's no gay shit, right?
That's what I said. Within the laws of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Being gay is an abomination to the Most High. It does not prove that he hates that.
As long as there's no funny business.
Within the laws of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. You can swing from the chandelier. You know what I'm saying? You can dress up in capes and you know what I'm saying? You can, yeah. As long as it's in the laws of the Most High. Go ahead.
I know about this because I like comedy, but some women try to put their finger in your butt.
Yeah, no.
That's funny business, right?
That's nothing outside things, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, listen. Like you wanna, like I said, dress up like comedy characters and all that shit. Whatever. That's between you, your spouse, and the Lord. As long as it's nothing with animals and you know what I mean? So anything outside of the laws. You know what I'm saying? No homosexuality. All right. You know what I mean? Let's go to in fact, let's go to Exodus 20:14.
Exodus 3.
20:14. Because the Christian church, you know, they don't honor God's laws. They tell our women, you know, you can just put him back and recycle and get another one. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what the Most High honors.
So Exodus 4 and 23.
Exodus 20:14.
Oh, 20 and 14. All right.
Most High does not honor a man putting away his wife. That's not what we do in Isupk. We keep God's laws to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? You are not allowed to put your wife away. You marry that woman, you have sex with that woman, that's your wife. She becomes our sister. You understand? So be cautious about who you bring within our brother. You feel me? But then I gotta be responsible for her. You know what I'm saying? You got it? Go ahead, bring it out.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. There's no adultery allowed in the Most High's laws. So anybody know what adultery is?
Slave City?
You know what adultery is?
Okay. Oh, but they probably don't know.
Go ahead, talk to you.
That's a woman betraying sexually her man.
You need a mic?
Okay. What do you want? Oh, you said it.
Is it on?
Look
You
at
gotta hold the button.
Adultery is a woman betraying her man.
What you mean? Explain.
When she had sex with another man.
Amen, man. Adultery for a woman is having sex with another man. Right? Go ahead.
Like, this is another example of how you know the Christian church does not follow God. Let's say, the Most High told us, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." But what does that Christian church do? They go out and sleep with your wife. You'd be like, oh, it destroys families. It destroys them. In that Christian church, they're just teaching you how to sleep with each other's wives. They're teaching you how to break that law. They're not teaching you how to keep that law. And that's how you know they don't follow God. That they don't keep the laws. That they're not true believers. That they're really just the house of Satan. That they really don't love the Most High.
Right.
Because they teach you how to break the Most High's laws. They don't teach you how to keep them.
Exactly. Christian church don't love the Most High. They don't love Christ. They don't follow nothing Christ says. They are not Christ-like. That is the synagogue of Satan. Man. If you're in the Christian church, man, it is time to get up out of there. No. Christian church has done nothing for us. They lied to us. They have destroyed it. They teach you every way to sin against the Most High. So here in ISUPK, we show you the facts. We show you how to go into the Bible, where to find the scriptures of the Lord, and understand fully how to serve the Most High. Right? That's what we do, right? Hello? That's what we do, right?
Come on, sir.
All right. So that being said, we're gonna go to let me see. We're gonna break down the rule for adultery for a man. But these fake Israelites tell you. Matter of fact, who got the definition of adultery? Let's get Esau's definition of adultery. Let's bring that up first. Let's see what Esau said, because the fake Israelites, they tell you with the world, they tell you you gotta follow the laws of the land. Basically, what they really saying is you gotta be the oppressor over the creator, over the Most High. But
The definition of adultery?
yeah, give me the definition now. Let's get that.
You say Esau's.
Yeah.
All right. I have it. It's a voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and someone other than their lawful spouse.
Right. They tell you that it's actually a crime. You know what I'm saying? But that a married person, man or woman, if they step out their marriage, that's adultery. And that is a lie. That is a lie, that is a lie, that is a lie. Those gotta be right.
See, the problem is that the so-called white man, he thinks that his way of marriage, is marriage, and that you can actually, depart from each other. That if you're not married by his way, or you don't have the papers to show it, that you're not married, that y'all aren't married according to his way. But really, according to the Bible, once you have sex, you're married forever to the Most High until either of you die. You're married for life. But according to his way, you can get a divorce, a piece of paper that says you're divorced, and now you can go off and be with someone else, and that's not committing adultery. Because they've tricked our people into believing that you can go through the white man and get divorced and not have to deal with them anymore or their partner. You can go off and be with someone else if you don't like them no more.
Exactly. They tell you can just throw that person away and forget about it. And that's not what the Lord ordained, man. That went from the beginning. It's not supposed to be happening now because the laws aren't done away with. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna break down what the true law of adultery is. So give me Leviticus 20:10.
Leviticus, it's a word.
Yeah. 20 and 10, right?
Yep.
Oh no, I'm phone number.
We're gonna read it.
So you don't need the phone no more because you got it right here.
We're gonna go all the way down to 12, but we're gonna read it.
So
Right here.
and then go up.
Christian must tell our sisters, you don't have to put up with them
Look on the mouse.
when they
Will I go down here?
when they're dissatisfied with the brother. You don't have to listen to him.
Leviticus.
You don't have to put up with him. So 20 and 10.
Oh, okay.
You don't
I
have
see.
to
20 and 10.
follow anything he
This is
says.
Go down to 20.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the Christian church is full of women and effeminate men.
20
Okay.
10 and 10.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and then you go press
Christian church,
one,
man,
and you go down and press this.
they should
Press
be,
it.
Okay. And let's go down.
they should, man, I have a real despise for
Make sure
all
it's even in the
all these fake religions. The
And
Christian
push
church,
right
man,
there.
I was
This
in
time
there.
to stay.
And I believe they hornswoggle me too.
Right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Right here?
Make sure not to push. It's like
thought aloud, you gain
these
some
bottom
clarity
parts because then you
from
can
these
exit out and make
classes.
sure not to press down. Or the
From the
exit.
ISUPK, man.
But it'll pop right
Thank the
here.
Most High for the ISUPK to bring out the truth and command it
I
on the
got a
honor,
description.
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit looks long.
So give me, y'all got it in Leviticus 20 and 10.
Square.
Come on, concept.
All right, let's read that. We're gonna
And-
slow down, but we're gonna go with 12. All right.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife.
Stop. So we done went through a woman, right? A woman cannot have sex with another man, right? A woman cannot have sex with another man. That is her husband, that's her Lord. I mean, if you got drunk and you had a one-night stand with that brother, ladies, that is your husband. You cannot throw him away. You cannot leave him. You are in subjection under that man. But this right here, this is the law for the men. Brothers, the same thing. If you lay with that woman, you have a one-night stand, you just think you're just gonna get your rocks off real quick. Right? This is what the Lord says, man. Leviticus 20:10. Let's read it. From the beginning.
And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery.
Stop. So this is the law of adultery for men. It's not sleeping. A man can from Esau's terminology, from Esau's definition, it says if a man step out of a marriage, he's committing adultery. But the Lord is saying if a man sleeps with another man's wife, that is adultery. You do not, okay, of course you follow Esau's laws, right? Using wisdom. But you do not follow their laws that supersede, that have them supersede the Most High's laws. The Most High's laws comes first. The Most High's laws not done away with it, not done away with. So you still keep the Most High's laws. Leviticus 20:10 says, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, not a man that stepped out and got another wife, that slept with another sister, right? If the sister is single, he can marry that single, that woman. He can have sex with that woman, and then he'll have another wife.
It doesn't count.
Right? He'll have another wife. He'll have another rib. What we call in our school, we call them ribs, right?
Right.
So, on the top, read it again.
And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife.
Stop. This is going into having sex with another man's wife. Not a single woman. You know what I'm saying? It don't say nothing about a single woman. You can marry another single woman. These are wives. You cannot marry a man's wife. That is adultery. And the Lord will deal with you for that. There's no brotherhood in sleeping with your brother's wife, man. There's no brotherhood in that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
Here in ISUPK, man, we are tough on that, man. We have brotherhood for our brothers, man. Go ahead, Gabriel.
See, now if you look at the world today, now for this reason, this is why so many, houses are broken up. This is why, so many, this is why so many people, struggle because of this. Because we go out and we sleep with each other's wives, and then we think that we're not with these, with that, we don't have to stay with that person. So we end up going and, the women end up going and doing whatever they want with another man. And it's destroyed our households. I mean, you see, we're struggling at the bottom. I mean, you could look at the ratings and they're completely terrible. Our ratings are terrible. Our household is completely destroyed if you look at the ratings. And this is why we got to stop doing that, because then we can rebuild our households instead of destroying them. The women are causing our households to be destroyed.
It's not just the women, it's the brothers too, though.
Yeah, the brothers too.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't even like that woman, but they get a thrill from I can take your girl. You know what I'm saying? I can take your wife. I can take your husband. It's that power trip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got the but keeping God's laws, man. I mean, like you can go. Okay, check it out. You go and you sleep with a man's wife. That man can come back and kill you, man. These laws protect you from things like that, man. They protect you from having to worry, look over your shoulder, trying to creep around with somebody. I mean, for what? Go ahead.
That's mostly what our brothers die over, really.
Exactly.
Is the woman going out, sleeping with each other's wives. That's mostly what our brothers fight over.
Right.
They fight over, hey, you slept with my girl, but now she was my girl first.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, wait, she Pookie girl too. And then she Jonathan's too down the street.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. So check it out. So back in the time of Moses wrote these laws. Moses wrote these laws, right? To govern the nation of Israel. So Moses wrote this law. He wrote Leviticus, the book of Leviticus. Let me Leviticus. Keep going on that scripture.
Hold on. Mira, nada más con un rato.
I got you.
Let's go.
Where was you at? It's like, I'm just reading from the top.
Leviticus 22.
Mama.
Just read it from the top. Leviticus 22.
And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife,
Right.
the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Shall what?
Surely be put to death.
Shall what?
Surely be put to death.
Shall surely be put to death.
Right.
So all you side chicks, right? You are married. You married. You ain't no side chick. You're married. And all you side brothers, you committed adultery. And the Lord want to deal with you. Good, Gabriel.
All I was going to say is, if the Christian church was teaching this, our people, wouldn't be doing. They'd be more, afraid of be like, oh, they'd be more startled and actually, probably take heed of what this is saying.
Right.
If they actually, learned it, because the Christian church is not teaching them this. So people going around, doing whatever they want. But if they actually learn this, we would have less people, sleeping with each other's wives, because nobody wants to be put to death.
Right.
Everybody's afraid. Well, people don't want to be put to death for that. I bet you they would stop. They'd be like, nah, let me think about it twice before we do this. Right. Nah, this my husband over here. I just slept with him, so I'm with them forever. But it's just, we don't get taught that. It's a whole lie going on.
Right. And that's why we got the ISUPK today. Because we bring out the truth. We show our people the truth, the facts on what the Most High wants and how to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, what's that scripture? Keep my commandments. What's the 39:3?
Like, which one is like keep my commandments?
Yeah. 39:3. Let me see that.
Oh,
You're gonna come right back here because I don't want to deviate from none of this too far.
Okay, yeah, keep that one up there. Which one? Go.
I mean, Most High tells you what to do in order to show love to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And marriage is an honor.
First John.
And you got it.
Oh no, you said 1 John 5:3.
Yeah.
Keep on. That's not it.
No, it's what? John 3:4.
Okay.
What is love?
Okay, real quick. You said John 3 and 4? Yeah, you can tap on it if you want to too. You don't gotta. No, that's not it.
That's not it.
Nah.
Basically, I ain't gonna get it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I get things done.
Okay.
But in order
But
to,
it's like, are you talking about whosoever committed sin transgressed?
No.
Oh,
nah, that's what I said forgive her.
oh, okay, good.
But basically, in order to show the Most High love, man, you got to honor and keep His commandments. And adultery is definitely disrespecting the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And back in the days of Moses, you know what I mean? Moses wrote this law. Back in the days of Moses, you'd have been killed sleeping with another man's wife. From the rip, you've been stoned. Getting stoned is a horrible death.
You might have to get closer to the mic because I'll see. Yeah, okay, so he can like barely hear you on there.
Barely hear me? All right, next one.
I mean, you.
Yeah. So, yeah, back in the days of Moses, you know, Moses wrote these laws. So, if you slept with another man's wife, you were stoned. You were brought out into the open, and the congregation stoned you. And that is a horrible death, man. But you deserve it. There's no brotherhood in sleeping with another man's wife, man. In the Isupk, man, we got brotherhood. We don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? When you come up in here, you have to keep God's laws. You have to change, shift yourself from the world, and learn what brotherhood really is, man. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to break up someone's family, someone's marriage? That's what the Christian church tells you. Christian church is the synagogue of Satan, man. And you just need to get out of there. Let me tell you something. Muslim mosques, they doing the same thing. Of course, yeah, everything can happen otherwise, right?
Are you reading it?
I hear the women go and say, I can get another husband. Where is that in the scripture?
Okay. So you can go do this part.
You got these, man,
You see it?
it's crazy. When women find out that a man have another wife, first, this is how you know a woman is a hoe on the rip.
You don't know.
Can I have another husband? Come on,
That's
man.
that was one question right there.
That's not,
Just
that's a woman I'm
this
not
one?
with.
No. Please.
Take care of a woman like that, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Unless she is following God's laws, she will never love you. Right? Keep on.
Awesome.
Verse 11. Leviticus 20 and 11.
Oh, sorry. That's right there.
Verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife.
Another wife. Right? Another wife. Of course, it could be his mother, which is a sin. Right? Or it could be another wife that his father has. Right? Keep going.
Hath uncovered his father's nakedness.
Right. Keep going.
Both of them shall surely be put to death.
What? Both of them shall what?
Surely be put to death.
So the son that lies with his father's wife shall surely be put to death for sleeping with his father's wife.
That's right.
Isn't that what it said? Am I missing something? That's what it said, right?
It says both of them shall.
Keep going.
Their blood.
Most likely.
Keep going.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Exactly. You're supposed to die. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to die. All that women jumping around from rod to rod, you are supposed to be put to death. Go ahead, Capio.
So, I said, both of them. And so who is it talking about? The father and the son?
He's talking about the son and the wife. The son and the wife.
Yeah.
The father knew nothing.
Yeah, it's very clear.
You know what I'm saying? The father did nothing. But the son and the wife, it's a wrap. They're like they're supposed to be dragged out into the street in front of the congregation and stoned him. And this is what Christ was teaching for you Christians. Christ was not all love. Christ was a strong, austere man. He meant business. He was the strongest, smartest revolutionary ever. If you thought Malcolm was something, Malcolm was nothing compared to Christ.
Right.
Damn sure wasn't like King. That's what they try to make it like. They try to make it out like he's like King though. You know what I'm saying? All love and no, that's not Christ. Christ was a strong, austere man. Christ was a warrior. So like Christ, if you don't know, Christ told you to pick up a sword and fight. Right? Go ahead, Gabriel. I mean, Talia.
Dang, we don't look alike. Salaki, sir. While we're on this topic, and this particular topic, I have to ask this because I've been asked this, but I don't have an answer to it. So here is the question.
Right.
Because we're talking about sex and marriage and things like that, of that nature, right?
Right.
All right. This is my question, or people that ask me this question, and I don't have an answer to it.
Ain't nothing weird.
Come, what?
Go ahead.
This is the question. When a woman gets raped, what is she supposed to do? Now, we know that abortion is unlawful. When a woman gets raped, should, and this is the question, should they keep that? That's the question that I get, and I don't ever have an answer. All I do is just give her the card, and you be like, you became blah blah.
So check it out.
If I could ask that, I don't know if I'm allowed to. Calm down.
Check it out. So, okay, the woman has been raped, right? So she's pregnant with the rapist baby. Should she keep the baby? I got something for you.
So like I said, if I could real quick.
What's that?
My mother was one of those victims.
Huh?
My mother was one of those victims.
Okay. What's what?
All right. Let's see.
I'm at the Most High for you.
All right.
Okay. That's what we do. We follow the laws.
Con.
Those laws, right?
Con.
You can go to okay.
Let's go to Exodus 20 and 13.
You said 20, city?
Exodus 20 and 13.
Exodus.
Because abortion is unlawful. That's unlawful.
Exodus.
All you women out there that's killing your babies, that is unlawful. The Most High does not honor that.
So you said Exodus 20?
Mm-hmm.
And which one?
13. Mm-hmm. 2013.
Okay.
In fact, is that it? That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want.
I'm gonna click that. Oh, you mean X 14?
Is it 14?
Which one are you looking for?
Murder.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
That's it. Right, let's read that.
All right.
13.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and 13.
Mhm.
Thou shalt not kill.
No, that's not what I want. I want murder.
That
Oh, yeah, no, that's not it. That's not it.
It's a time to kill. So it's not unlawful to kill when it's a time to kill. You know what I'm saying? It's a time to kill. It's a time to defend yourself, protect yourself. If something happens and someone dies, then so be it. It's a time to kill. You know what I mean? We done went through, and back in the days, we used to fight back in the days as armies, killing our enemies. I mean, it's a time to kill. But what's the one that says, thou shalt not murder?
that was like the
That's the one I want. Thou shalt not murder. Because it is murder to kill your baby. It is murder. Absolute murder. It is absolute murder to have an abortion. That is unlawful.
right, so okay, interesting.
Just says thou shalt not kill. Oh, murder.
The next one says, thou shalt not commit adultery. 15 says, thou shalt not steal.
It's
16.
right in the still, ain't it? Is it right in the still?
Play, baby.
I think is it right in the still? I think it might be right in the still.
16 says, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. So many commandments.
It's like 100 and shoot. No, you gotta ask him stuff.
Anyway,
So I guess the point is thou shalt not kill, right?
Like, it's time to kill. That's lawful. You know what I'm saying? It's lawful. It's a time to kill. You know what I'm saying? Not to deviate too far from where we're going at. But like I said, we used to go to war and everything back in the time, ancient times, and we had to kill our enemies. So the Most High was with us. So it's a time to kill. Now, murder, I
see what you're saying.
Murder is different.
Yeah,
You know
that's
just plainly just, you know what I mean?
So
Good.
murder is premeditated.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
You can kill somebody by accident.
right. That's homicide.
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm
if
saying?
you murder somebody, you like them cops do, like them
Exactly.
these fucking faggot.
Like they did that brother Tyree Nichols.
Right.
That's murder, and that's why they're locked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is murder.
Yeah.
Kill that brother, man. I still haven't seen it, man. I won't watch it.
I don't want to watch it either.
But
I don't want to watch
I
that shit.
heard someone play it, man, and that brother was screaming for his mother, man.
That was his last words. His mama.
Like, how many times we got to scream for our mother to have some type of
That was shit.
I can't even put in words, man. Like,
That's
brother was
murder.
screaming for his mother, and they still murdered that brother. That's no brother, man. And then they got the it just came out that they in the what is it, Omega side?
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
That's no brotherhood, man.
Yeah, it was.
If
They were in the
you're
university.
man, come up out of that, man.
Right.
Come up out of that, man. There's no brotherhood in there. They out there killing our brothers in the Greek fraternities, man. No brotherhood in there. You're not gonna find no brotherhood in the Christian church, in the Muslim mosque, and none of these fake religions. And all these religions are made by a white man. Understand that every religion is false and is made by a white man. When you wake up, if you're a Black, Hispanic, Native American man, and you wake up and you know and you learn that you are one of God's chosen people, one of the children of Israel, the real Jews, you find brotherhood in the ISUPK, man. And that's the only place you're gonna find brotherhood. The only place. Not in the fake Israelite camps. They ain't got no brotherhood, man. They sleeping with each other's wives left and right, man. I done heard. You know what I'm saying? I done heard the stories. It's crazy. We don't do that in here, man. You got something to say, Tazayora?
Come on, sir. I was gonna say that we do follow after, and we somewhat. A scripture was brought up at camp the other day, where they said that you follow after your father, the devil,
Right.
and we do that. Hispanics, blacks, Native Americans, we do follow that shit.
That's
We
what we've
do.
been taught. That's what we've been taught.
We want to be just like them instead of being like us.
Right.
Don't whisper again.
That comes down to us envying our person.
Right,
The person don't have no brotherhood, man.
right.
They have no love. They have no love.
But we do that, and I see it in so like it's and I see it in the workplace. I see it in the workplace because I see that us Hispanics, you know, me being Latino, and us being blacks, we want to be the best at our job, while the white ones are just walking around and chilling and shit. But we put in that work so we can be like them. It doesn't sit well with me, that shit.
I mean, we in captivity. So that's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
They got their foot on this. That's gonna happen. It's just what you learn in the ISUPK is you learn discipline. You know what I'm saying? You learn discipline. You learn how to control your emotions as a man, and you follow leadership. You feel what I'm saying? And if anything ever gets too tough for you, you got counsel.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? You learn from the men above you how to conduct yourselves, how to control your spirit. You feel what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep going. We don't want to sidebar too far. We want to let's keep going on this adultery. So give me Leviticus 20 and 12. 'Cause I got a lot of precepts I want to bring up tonight. I want to cut all this.
Leviticus 20 and 12.
Yeah.
Leviticus 20 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
God, press it.
Remember we was talking about
What's like
not single women. We was talking about lying with wives.
it's like what scripture are you talking about right now?
Leviticus 20 and 12.
On the YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Go down.
Just read down further.
Go down. That one. Right there. What's next? Oh, keep them. Go. Right there. Next scripture. And go down. There you go.
You got it?
This, come. This is the book of Leviticus 20 and 12.
Mhm.
And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law,
Stop. Another wife. Another wife, right? Of course, you can't lie with your daughter neither. But this is another wife, not a single woman. Keep going.
both of them shall surely be put to death.
If you put to death, you put to death, man. This is what we going back to when Christ come back, man. We are going back to the original laws. We're going back to this. This is what you got to look forward to. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. This is what you got to look forward to. You break these commandments and you receive death. Keep going.
They have wrought confusion.
confusion is of the devil, right? Keep going.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood should be upon them. I mean, this is clear. This is clear. Don't get, I mean, you sleep with another man's wife, you deserve to die, man. Period, point blank. You deserve to die. You are foul. You deserve to die.
I see what you're saying.
And if you're a woman and you sleep with another man, any man besides your husband, you deserve to die. Go ahead, Tazia.
If when your wife, right? Let's say my wife, when she sleeps with another man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not responsible for her anymore, right?
No, that's not your written man. And that's
the other
that's
man.
a hard pill to swallow for a lot of
It
brothers,
is.
man. That's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of brothers and sisters.
But I can dismiss that. So like I said, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You don't have nothing. I mean, I kick her ass out the house, lock
Yeah.
the doors, change the locks.
Yeah.
But you're not welcome here no more.
All right.
You better call not Tyrone, to Nene. You know what I'm saying?
Not Tyrone.
Straight up.
But I'm done. Like once another person has sexual relationship with her,
Mm-hmm.
that's it, right?
That's it.
I'm not
That union
responsible
is broke.
for it.
That union is broke. She has taken on that other man's spirit.
Come on.
She has nothing.
I'm sick.
You are not responsible for her no more.
Come on.
Go ahead, Iowa.
I noticed that I've been knowing you for some time, and just like you had just said, that's a hard pill to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard the first thing you said was when.
Mm-hmm.
When she? How you know she's gonna do that?
Well, he asked me a question.
Because
He's over
you know what happens.
Okay.
But if you get say for instance your next rib, right? She in the school, or we bring her into school, or like she knows these laws. So technically it won't be a win, correct, sir?
Listen, if you're not following God's laws, there's no telling what can happen. Anybody is capable of anything.
When she's starting,
Hold on. But when you following the Lord's laws, this is what gives you order. You know what I mean? You always can rely on following guidance in God's laws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anytime you don't have an answer, you refer to the laws, and the laws will give you clarity.
And as well though, like, okay, let's say we 2 years now, top of yard, as you doing now, following the laws and things like that, he get him a real, he won't bear those curses, because that's a curse for your woman to go and do those things, correct?
Of course.
So that's what I'm saying, like, but let's get back to what I'm saying. He said when, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like,
Well, he's saying he was referred to as death.
but
He's referred to as death. Am I correct?
no.
When you're
you referring to like as if, right? If she does these things, not a matter of when. You know what I'm
right.
saying? 'Cause every woman
When she
is
start
not a
acting,
whore. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whore that do these things. Every woman is not a whore. And you train our women to not be whore.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They come in, they share themselves with the world. You give them that time, and she becomes a virtuous woman.
And
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Capital.
Say, there we go. Now he said when, right?
Yeah, he said that's what I'm saying.
No.
That's two different words. You got to say when and if is it.
But actually, back in the old times, there was a way to tell. But I'm gonna let you gotta ask Capo now, because I'm gonna let him explain it, because he's way better explaining it than I.
I forget the scripture. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where they would do the dust.
So back in the day,
Yeah.
what the officer is talking about. Back in the day, we had a system to find out
Yeah, we had to
if
wait.
women were committed adultery.
We had to
Right?
wait.
We used to give them that
dirty
that
water.
pop that special drink, right? We used to give them that special drink, and that drink would and if she she confessed, and that was one thing. You still dealt with her, but if she didn't confess, you gave them that drink, and that drink, it would, I think it would rot them out from the inside out if they were lying. And that's how the Lord would deal with it. No, it's serious. I'm serious. It would rot them out from like the inside out. And if the Lord wasn't with her, man, that's telling you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tazio.
When they start acting funny, when you don't recognize them no more, that's the cue. That's the cue.
Wait, what do you mean?
When they start acting funny, when they start acting like they don't know you, like they like, what the fuck is Porfirio? What the fuck is Tito? Who is Tazio? Oh, Salaki. So, when they start acting funny like that, that's the cue. You know what I mean?
Well, first thing you want to do, women can understand that.
That's it.
Women deal with their emotions, so you
Right.
can't just go off that. You know what I'm saying? Women deal with their emotions. They are the weaker vessel, so they can't control their emotions a lot of times. This is what makes them the weaker vessel. You being a man, you have to set the standard. You know what I'm saying? You have to show her, teach her, encourage her to be strong. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They fall. We all fall short, but they fall short a lot of times with their emotions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They control their thoughts, their feelings. The first thing a woman will tell you is, "I feel." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta understand that right there makes them weak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's acting
So
funny.
you always want to deal with facts and proof. You know what I'm saying? Before accusing somebody of anything. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Capital.
You'll be like, I know.
Right. You come back with, I know. You know what I'm saying? And you got this fact, this fact, this fact, this fact, and this fact. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do in the UPK. We prove all things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We prove all things. Not hear shit. Not hear say who say what. No, we deal with facts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, all right, that being said, I don't want to deviate too far. Like I said, I want to bring out a lot of scriptures.
It's like,
And hold on, Cappy. Let's go to
I was gonna say one last thing about that priest thing.
But
So, because you know how we were talking about the how you figure out if your ribs cheating? Well, back in the old days. Well, not everybody could like do that. You had to take them to like the priests.
right.
They like take them to the priest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me Exodus 22 with 16. I want to stay on top. So you brothers out there, you decide you want to start kicking game to a lot of women. There's a lot of Israel brothers love to kick games to women. You know what I'm saying? We love to spit that musical harmony in their ears. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Exactly. What we call a game. You know what I'm saying? And the women, they eat that up.
Remember those?
So if you talking that slick, they call that slickish, and you end up getting that woman, man. That's your wife, man. That's your wife. You got Exodus 22 and 16.
Come on.
All right, let's bring that in.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
Hold up. So being betrothed is she's promised to that man. She's being promised to that man. They're courting for marriage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That means even though they're courting, she's still off limits.
Right.
Understand that? Even though they're courting, she's still off limits.
Right.
She's being promised to that man.
Yeah.
All right? Keep going.
And lied with her.
And lie with her. Right?
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He shall what?
surely endow her to be his wife.
You get engaged to that woman and y'all decide that y'all want to lie together, and whenever you lie with the woman, that is your wife. You shall surely endow her to be your wife. That is your wife. She is your property. Yes, she is your property. I'll say it again. She is your property. She is your responsibility.
Yeah.
When you wife a woman, you take on her as responsibility. It is up to you to prepare her, guide her, and love her. I mean, it's not just be relying on her, man. You got to show a woman love. You got to be able to, she's your wife, you can kick that game to her, you know what I mean? You can love on her and show her that that she is loved, that she is to be loved, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, you have something?
So that's a form of adultery even during the courtship?
She's being promised to someone else. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep going. There's more on that.
Sir.
There's no more on that.
I don't have a question, sir.
Huh?
I don't have a question.
Go ahead.
Once that sexual connection is in place,
Right.
and another man comes through, then I'm not responsible for it, right?
You are not responsible for it.
That's what.
You are clear. You heard what I said earlier. I would kick her ass the hell out.
Yeah.
If she got kids, it's not by you. I'm
Right.
kicking the kids out too.
Right.
Everybody got to go. Everybody got to go.
Right.
She is not your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Give me Matthew in 5:31. Let's see what Christ got to say about all this.
Matthew 5:31.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
I want a lot. I want to do a lot of it. I'm going to have to continue this.
Matthew 5:31.
I need to get my
5:31. Yeah, I'm going to start speeding it up.
I don't need this shit right here.
No, you use your finger.
Man. So I can use my finger?
Yeah, right there, Matthew.
Come on, Matthew 5:31. Let's get it. Come on.
So
Matthew 5. Oh, you have to get on the screen now.
Let's get what
this
Christ
is
said
the
about
book of
No,
Matthew,
no.
chapter 5 and 41, right?
31.
31, so like it.
Here you go.
All right. It hath been said, whosoever shall put away his wife.
So stop. So Christ is saying, whosoever shall put away his wife, right? Keep
Right.
going.
Let him give her a written of divorcement.
The writing of divorcement. Right? Keep going. Verse 32.
Verse 32. But I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication,
Fornication, unlawful sex. Anything unlawful sex, right? Let's keep going.
causes her to commit adultery.
Okay, you put her away for anything besides adultery and fornication. Right? So she was a great wife. She was loyal. Right? So you put her away because maybe you think her hair is too short. Maybe you think she gained some weight. Maybe you think she's just too lazy. Read verse 32 from the beginning.
But I say unto you
Mm-hmm.
that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of
Fornication.
fornication,
Mm-hmm.
causes her to commit adultery.
So you put her away, and she go lie with another man. You put her away unjustly, and she go lie with another man. Right? So you have caused her to commit adultery. Keep going.
Sorry. Does that mean that I was culpable for making her make that move?
Yeah.
I was culpable for this shit.
If she was a loyal woman, she didn't step out on you, right? She didn't cheat. She didn't commit adultery on you, right? If she was loyal, and you just put her away for no reason, no cause, and she go sleep with another man, then you are at fault for causing her to commit adultery.
Go on.
Keep going. Hold your peace. Keep going.
And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery.
So check this out. This is deep. The big Israelites say you can get married a divorce, right? And clearly Christ is saying, whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery. There's no such thing as divorce, man. There's no such thing as divorce, man. Keep going.
33.
In fact, stop that. Stop right there. Let's jump to let's go back to Hebrews 13 and 4.
Okay.
Understand that if you put away your wife because y'all had an argument,
Hebrews 13 and 4.
hold on, because y'all had an argument, any type of argument, but she didn't commit adultery or fornication, and she go lie with another man, you still gonna get charged with adultery. Understand that. That's serious. Because a lot of our brothers do that, man. A lot of them do that, and they're wrong for that.
Okay.
Go ahead, bring the scripture up.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is honorable, man. Most High loves when a brother and sister gets married, man. A lot of our brothers and sisters not marrying today, man. So called by Esau. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what marriage is. Sex little when you lie to somebody, you married, man. You are married. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Marriage is honorable, man. The Most High loves that. He loves when a man and a woman come together. He honors that marriage, man. When you are keeping God's laws.
Sorry, you said 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 40?
14 and 40.
14 and 4. Okay.
We do everything decently and in order, man. That's how a marriage should be done decently and in order. Should not come together in wickedness and filth, man.
14.
Are you right? Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Caviar.
Sure.
Give me Ephesians 5 and 24.
Ephesians 5 and 24.
I want to rush. I want to rush. Touch on everything.
You said 1 Corinthians what?
Chapter 4, verse 3.
11 and 3. And Tazi, are you giving me 1 Corinthians 14 and 40? You got it?
Okay.
Let's get it.
Salagi. Damn, I just lost it.
I'm going to breeze through everything.
So Ephesians 5 and what?
Salagi.
24.
14 and what?
40. Y'all got to stay with me.
So like I said, 40. I got it.
Go ahead, let's go.
This is
It's like what verse was it? We
1
got
Corinthians 14 and 40.
You said what?
1 Corinthians 14 and 40.
I'm on there, sir.
All right, let's get it.
This is the first book of Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 40. Let what?
Come on.
Let all things be done decently and in order.
Everything be done, all things be done decently and in order, man. When you are looking for a wife or a husband, you should be doing that decently and in order, man. Meaning you should take the time to really check a brother out thoroughly. Don't just jump on his ride. You should really investigate and check a sister out thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? You could be lying with a horse. You'd be setting yourself up for failure, basically. Most High does everything decently in order, man. Let's go, Caviar. No, matter of fact, are you right?
This is the book of First.
Give him the mic.
Oh, they're not working at the moment.
All right, let's speak loud.
This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 4,
Verse 3.
3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
Stop. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3 says, I will have you know that the, go ahead, read it again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
That the head of every man is Christ,
and the head of the woman is the man.
and a head of woman is man.
And
Right? Hold on. So this is the order that the Most High puts everyone in. It's the Most High, it's Christ, man, and this woman. So all these women saying, I have my own personal relationship with Christ. No, that's not true. Or any woman that thinks she just speaks to the Most High freely, that's not true. It's a lie. You have to go in order. You have to go in order. Even when Christ was at the well, when he met the woman at the well, when she wanted to give him water, what did he tell her? Anybody know?
That the man was gonna.
Anybody know? Y'all know that? Y'all know about that? When Christ met the woman at the well?
the man goes.
It's like, hold on.
Go ahead.
You talking about which one are you talking about?
When the woman wanted to give Christ water. We press the time.
Her father.
Basically, he asked her, where was your husband?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was going in rank and order. And this is a law. This is the order. This is a law. Read it again from the top, Ayura.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
Most High. Like when the Most High, when Adam sinned following Eve, his wife, right? Who did the Most High come to? Anybody know? Go ahead, Capio.
So you said when Adam and Eve?
When Adam and Eve were on the earth,
Oh yeah, he went to.
and Adam sinned against the Most High, following the woman. Who did the Most High go to for discipline?
Went to Adam.
He went to Adam. He did not talk to Eve. He went to Adam. You are responsible for your wife. So anything she do when she become your wife, you are responsible for it. Go ahead, Capio.
Got another one. So you know when Abraham and his wife, you know, when the angels came up to him, they went up to him instead of his wife. They didn't pull up on his wife and be like, "Hey, you want a child?"
Exactly.
So as it did, they went up to
So
Abraham.
be careful, be cautious on who you pick for a wife or a husband. Because it definitely holds water in the eyes of the Most High. Understand that. So we're gonna drop that. Give me Ephesians 5:24, Gabriel.
Okay, let me get it on the screen. You said Ephesians 5.
Ephesians 5:24.
Like,
Let me get that. We're gonna break all this down. Might be 15 minutes.
also, I will be up to
What y'all said, Ephesians
5:24. Just so there is rank and order, man. It's rank and order with Christ.
I actually like this scripture.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I read it?
Oh, you want me?
Like you don't just go talking to the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's for Christ to lead to do that for us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You don't break protocol.
Okay. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 24.
Good.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ,
As we are subject unto Christ, keep going.
so let the wives be their own husbands in their.
Go back. You missed the word. The last sentence. Go ahead. From so.
So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
So you women that claim you don't have to listen to no man, you don't have to submit, you don't have to. They hate that word submit. Let's just throw it out. They hate that word submit. They think that it's just they think that word submit is saying they're a slave. No, that's not what submitting means. You don't just submit. We have to submit to Christ and to the Most High. You think we just going to tell Christ we're not going to submit to Him? Christ will have you killed. The Most High will have you killed. Man, you before you even talk to me, if you even see the Most High, your hair blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't work like that. Everybody is being lied to on how they can communicate and deal with Christ and the Most High, man. And that comes from the Christian church. That comes from fake Israelites. Like, no. You don't break protocol. You know what I'm saying? Do it again. WR, read it.
I got it right.
You got it?
What you doing?
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
In everything. If you don't have, check this out, for the sisters in our school, right? Of course they virtuous women. But you can't put that husband away if he's not in our school. Word aloud, he sees your life and he learns from you and he comes into our school. You know what I'm saying? You have to still honor that man when he's not. You don't want to follow a man that's something, you know, do any type of drugs and things like that. But that's still your husband. You know what I'm saying? Where's Javier?
So, so
You can't put him away.
you know, I'm from a different tribe, right?
Mm-hmm. Don't say.
You know what I'm saying? In my tribe, though, we like the women know their role, right?
Right.
In America, they don't know their role.
Right.
So how can I tell? Like I can tell my women to be like, hey, this is your role. You know, you did lines, blah blah blah, all that shit, right? Right. Like I don't be shit. I'll be offensive. I will tell a woman. I won't. I don't have to, but I will tell a woman to be like, iron clothes, be a housewife, that kind of shit. It's like that kind of thing, right?
Right.
American women, they don't, even if they are from our tribes,
Mm-hmm.
our culture,
Yeah.
especially black women,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be like, hell no.
Yeah,
You know what I
listen.
mean? So, like, how do we, without, because they're not going to listen to the scriptures.
This is so okay. You want to read? You don't lie down with anything because being oppressed and the white man being the devil and the African man being the devil and the Indian man being the devil and the Chinese man being the devil and anything outside, anybody outside the nation of Israel is the devil, right?
That's right.
So, and they poison our women. They get, check it out. They esteem our women to be over top of us, right? They give them power to be over top of us, right?
Yeah.
So they push for them to have higher educations and things like that while they lock most of the men up and they feminizing most of the men and they're destroying them, killing most of the men. You know what I'm saying?
So like
Hold on, hold your peace. So check this out. Being as though they esteem our women and put them over top of us, the women have been raised. Not only that, they done took us out the household, so they have a lot of them have not even been raised with fathers. So they really don't understand the role of being a wife. You know what I'm saying? They really don't understand that. They've been conditioned and oppressed by these other nations, and they've been misled. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like being independent and empowered, that I don't have to rely on a man when you man. I mean, you need a man because no matter if you make trust me, if you open again, you got millions, billions of dollars. If that nigga or somebody break in your house, the first thing you're gonna look for is that man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna say, I'm gonna go down there and shoot this brother. Even if you got a gun, you're gonna say to the man, you go down there and shoot this nigga or this oppressor and deal with this person in my house. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, Capio.
And that's what most of our people don't understand is they think they can, just go right into a relationship and be a wife. They think they're all wife material. When you have to learn how to be wife material just as much as you have to learn how to walk. You have to learn how to, you got to learn how to do these things just as much as you got to learn how to, eat.
Exactly.
You got to do those. You got to learn how to do it. It's a process and steps you got to take to be able to be a wife. And these sisters out in the world just think they can just jump in the game and just be a wife.
Right.
And they all think they're wife material.
So to go off of that, right? A lot of our women say, "I'll submit if you got money," or even when they deal with another wife, they'll say, "I'll go along with it. Can you take care of all the women?" You know what I mean? Okay, check this out. I'm gonna use a heathen on top of it. What's his name? Jeff Bezos.
God, that's
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jeff Bezos had one wife, and he's what, like a billionaire? Is he a billionaire? Something like that. He's like a billionaire, right? Let me tell you something. It's a picture in his video out with him and his wife had, like, I think that's some type of award show or something. Man, Leonardo DiCaprio came up. Of course, he has money, but he don't have the money as Jeff Bezos. But he got the swag more than Jeff Bezos. It's not about money, man. She was about to risk it all. She was just like, yo, you gotta see it, man.
Oh.
She was about to give herself up freely for that man in front of her husband, man. Like, it's not about money. That's an escape clause for women. But women will tell you it's about money. It's not about money. They'll tell you, I'll submit if you have money. No, it has to be in you from the beginning to be a submissive wife. Like, check it out. If a man says, I'll be manly, you know what I mean? If you got money, what does that mean? That makes no sense.
Right.
You either have it in you or you don't. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about money. That's just an escape clause women use. You gotta be on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Gabriel.
I was say, for one, you shouldn't learn from women. I mean,
Exactly.
women are, they're not even obligated to teach.
Right.
They're supposed to be, quiet. They're supposed to be quiet. But, they too, they think they know everything when the Bible clearly says they pretty much know nothing. They don't know nothing. They tend to go to their wicked ways because, the mind is wicked. And they want to lean towards the wicked side all the time. And that's why men got to come in and, kind of guide them to put them in check, put them in their place and guide them to the right way.
It's doing to a lot of women following their emotions. You know what I'm saying? They need a man to correct them. And correction is love. We get corrected in the school, right? When we step out of line, right? That can save your life. That can save your life. That's love. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Correction is love. And women have that spirit. They don't want to be corrected nowadays. But we got brothers out there like that too. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we have the school for. To keep brothers in line.
Right.
You know what I mean? We show our brothers love. You know what I'm saying? Correction, understand, correction is love. Good, you are.
And also, in America, they have gave women a lot of power. Then they have gave us as, Hispanic men, black men, just like the old saying that they say.
16. Good.
So you said
Genesis 3:16.
The old saying they say that women mature faster than men.
That's a lot.
Yeah. We see that's a lot when we deal with them. But
Come on, man.
But
Who's running reckless today? I mean, the men and the women, but who is the forefront, man? Good. No, I'm talking about between the men and the women. The women are being more powerful than the men.
that's what I'm saying. That's this country that's been given, not even given, and that's why they think that they're high money. That goes down to what I think I saw a video of a sister talking about if I can make $1 million at age 20 selling my pictures and people, goddamn me, damn. I mean, I'm sure the brothers could sell pictures of their crusty toes for $1 million. They would, like you talking about something that is so easy and so just like it's crazy.
We're gonna get back on topic. I don't want to stop from the marriage and things like that, but a lot of our women are being misled, man, and it's our fault as men, honestly. We have allowed this to happen. You know what I'm saying? When it really comes down to it, it's our fault. That's why the Most High disciplined Adam. He disciplined Eve too, but he went to Adam. You understand that? He went to Adam for the correction. You know what I'm saying? So let's get give me Genesis 3:16, Gabriel.
Sure.
I want to stay on topic too. I want to speed it up. I want to get a little bit more out.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
The desire shall be to who?
Thy husband,
Keep going.
and he shall rule over thee.
And he shall do what?
And he shall rule over
And
thee.
he shall do what?
And he shall rule over
And he
thee.
shall do what?
And he shall rule over
And
thee.
he shall rule over thee. Not the other way around. The husband is to rule over the wife. Just like Christ will, like they understand. Check this out. They understand. Every scripture is there, right? They understand Christ is going to rule over the man, right? They understand the Most High is going to rule over Christ and the man and the woman, right? But when it comes to the man is supposed to rule over the wife, it's like I'm a little old school. Y'all might not understand. Charlie Brown, they don't understand that. It's like everything just Go out the window from there on. No, the man shall rule over the woman. He's supposed to rule over his wife. You know what I'm saying? You don't treat her bad. You don't make her a slave. But it's basically you are protecting your wife. You are loving your wife. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, Tati.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
How come nowadays women don't understand this?
Because
It's
the white
for their
man,
benefit.
white man is the devil, man.
It's for their benefit
Mm-hmm.
that we are strong like that and we can make those kind of moves. But even then, they're like, nah, I want to be just like the men. How come they don't get that shit?
Just like
So,
Eve,
they don't understand that.
just like Eve was tricked. It's still in their spirit, man. Like they want to have power. Power feels good, don't it? Listen, power feels good. I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait to move to Christ. Give us power. Power feels good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just because I'm gonna be given power, I'm not gonna have power over Christ.
So like I said, why do women want to be like us?
That's just what was been put into them. But if you go back in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? How women used to conduct themselves that followed the law, statutes, and commandments. They struggled, but they still had that submissive spirit. Hold on, they still had that submissive spirit of keeping God's laws and knowing, yeah, this nigga might get on my nerves. That's my husband, though. You feel what I'm saying? I got to follow my husband. Yeah, I'm pissed off with him. I disagree with him, but he is my Lord. He is my Adawan.
That scripture.
I have to follow. Hold on, hold your peace. I have to follow him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What you have to say? We're gonna go to Caprio. Go ahead.
That scripture that you just read is telling the women how to behave.
Right.
But they don't do it.
That's because a lot of our women.
And it's telling, and also, so help me, sir.
Good.
It's also telling the men how to behave as well.
Exactly.
And we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just why don't we just follow instructions?
That's the curse, brother. That's the curse we dealt with. You are being oppressed by. Listen to me.
By the time I'm 50,
hold on. Listen
it's
to me. Listen to me. Hold on.
Women.
Hold on. Hold your peace. Listen to me. Put it in your mindset like this, straight out. You have lost the war, right? You lost the war. You are living behind enemy lines. Can you picture that?
Come.
So being that you are behind enemy lines, you don't have no power. You are doing what you are pretty much trying to live and live the godly way behind enemy lines. Your power has been stripped from you. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you have to look at this fight. It's not meant for you to rise up behind enemy lines until Christ comes back. That's why when the Black Panthers, Malcolm, all of them, it was already foretold by Moses that no man will save them until Christ comes. We need that deliverer. We need Christ to come save us out of this hell, man. Go ahead, Capior.
I was gonna say, I was gonna piggyback on what you were saying earlier.
Good.
Let's say we have these rules in place, or these rules that the Most High put in place are for a reason. Because a woman, to lead over her man, it destroys her household.
Right.
Like she makes decisions off of her feelings. So she's gonna make whenever something offends her or something goes on, she's gonna make a quick decision off her feelings instead of taking the logical way and really getting the whole picture and actually making a smart plan and choosing that smart way to go. She's gonna rather think how she feels, and she's gonna hit it however she feels. She's gonna hit it. She's gonna choose that way, and it's gonna see now. If a woman was ruling over a nation of people, and like something was to happen, if she was to go to war or something, she had to make a really big decision. She would end up making a quick decision off her feelings and destroyed her whole kingdom and got all her people killed. That's how women think.
So All right, we're gonna drop that.
Oh, it's like, and a good example is, of us today, of how women are, their households are destroyed because they, make a quick decision to kick the man out of the house. And that's a great example of how,
One more thing, sir, if I could.
With
How can I convince a woman to be like that?
brother, you,
Come
only
to
way you
Isupk.
can convince a woman to do anything is keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the only way you can convince a woman to do anything. And from there, if she wants to serve,
Where are they?
Hold on. If she wants to serve the Lord, you feel what I'm saying? Then it'll be in her to follow you as the husband. But hold on. Let's get on. I want to get these scripts. I want to stick with the scripts. Let's get 5. Ephesians 5 and 21.
5 and 21.
Yeah.
I say one thing.
Hold on. Hold your peace.
Ephesians 1 and 25.
5 and 21.
Over here.
Let's get it.
This is the
There's a book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and 21. Submit yourselves one to another in the fear of God.
Keep going.
Wives, submit yourselves.
Submit yourself. That's what it say.
Gun.
Keep going.
Wives, submit yourselves
Uh-huh.
unto your own husbands.
Unto your own husbands.
You said-
Submission is great for a woman, man.
It's like, you said Ephesians 5 and 21. Or was 25?
21.
21?
He's reading from 21. We're going to go all the way down to 29. Keep going.
As unto the Lord.
You give me Ecclesiastes 42 and 7. Go ahead.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife,
Husband is the head of the wife. Keep going.
even as Christ is the head of the church.
Even as Christ is the head of the church, us. Keep going.
Is the savior of the body.
Keep going.
Verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ,
As the church, the people are subject unto Christ. Keep going.
so let the wives be to their own
So
husband
let the wives be to their own husbands. Keep going.
in everything.
And what?
In everything.
In everything. So you want to listen to your pastor, and he telling you you don't have to listen to your wife, your husband. You can put him away. You can divorce. Who do you love? We bringing out scriptures and facts.
Right.
This is proving that you love your pastor and not Christ. You don't love the Most High. You are not a follower of Christ. Keep going.
Verse 25. Husbands,
Husbands. Oh, this is for the brothers. Let's go.
love your wives,
Love your wives,
even as Christ also loved the church.
even as Christ loved the church. So you're supposed to love your wife. What is loving a wife as a husband, man? You are protecting her.
Right.
You are guiding her. You are understanding that she's the weaker vessel. You know what
5
I'm
and
saying?
25.
You're providing for her,
Ephesians 5 and 21.
right? Keep going. There's more on that?
Done.
Let's go.
And gave himself for it.
Right. That's it, right?
Oh, good.
All right. Here we go. Let's get it.
Ecclesiastes what?
Ecclesiastes 42 and 7. They say, fake Israelites say you got to put everything, you know what I mean? You got to have a marriage certificate. Let's cut that real quick. I'm going to hurry up. Ayurah. Matter of fact, Tazayor. Give me Ephesians 5 and 30. The Ayurah, give me Matthew 19 and 5.
I'm on it, sir.
Let's speed it up. Come on, we got a few minutes left. I want to get all this out.
And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter
This stuff
40.
right here burns me up. Let's go.
And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42 and verse 7.
Let's go.
Deliver all things in number and wait,
Right?
and put in writing that thou givest out.
So you're supposed to put everything in writing, right? That gives you proof, documentation. The Israelites, you know what I mean, they'll tell you you need a marriage certificate, right? So let's see what Christ says about all this, right? Let's go. Keep going.
Or receivest in.
No.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. Drop that. Go to Tobit 7 and 13. They'll run to Tobit and say, "Oh, this is the marriage papers. This is where the marriage papers come in. Let's break this down, right? We're gonna tear this up."
Said
Right?
Tobit. You said Tobit.
Yeah, Tobit. Let me get there.
Tobit what?
7 and 13. We're gonna read all the way down to 18.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse 13. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father,
Right?
and he took her by the hand
Right?
and gave her to be, it's like to be wife to Tobit.
Right. So this is where the woman was given to Tobias to be the wife, right?
Sure.
Let's go.
Saying, behold, take her after the law of Moses.
After the law of Moses, marriage, right? We brought out earlier. Keep going.
And lead her away to thy father. And he blessed them.
Keep going.
Verse 14.
This is the fake Israelites. This is the script they try to throw at you for marriage, that you need a certificate. We're going to cut this tonight. Let's go.
And this is the book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And called Edna, his wife,
Right?
and took papers and did write an instrument of covenants and sealed it.
Right. Because all this is basically a dowry. And they just wrote a contract. Right? So this is between a husband and a father. That's all this was. A deal between a husband and a father. It's just documented. Big Israelites will tell you this is marriage papers. Right? But when you go to the white man's court system and you get marriage papers, that's between the government. Exactly. It's not a father. So you saying the white man is your daddy? No. Keep going. Is that it on that?
Is that Matthew? Which one?
Matthew 19, 3 to 5. We are cut all of this up.
You said 19, 3 and 5. Huh?
Not 3 to 5. Matthew 19, chapter 3.
Oh, we're dropping this?
Matthew 19 and 3.
I got it right here. I got it right here.
Let me get there with you because I gotta make sure that's right. What was Matthew 19? Yeah. Matthew 19 and Matthew 19. Let's the first chapter. Let's go to verse 3. Let's speed it up. We got 4 minutes. Let's speed it up.
Chapter 19, Matthew chapter 19, verse 3.
Right.
The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying, unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
Right. You didn't already crush that. Let's keep going.
And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
Ephesians 5 and 30. Right.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one. Twain should be one flesh.
The twain shall become one flesh. So this is what fake Israelites say, that you can only have one wife because you become one flesh. Right? Let's precept that. You got what I want to carry on? Let's break out what one flesh is. So I need Ephesians 5 and 30. We go to 31. Let's explain what this one flesh is.
Sorry, 30 or 31?
30. 30.
Okay.
You got 2 minutes. I need you got it, Tazayor?
Okay.
Let's get it. Hurry up.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 30.
Let's go.
For we are members of his body, of his flesh,
and of his bones.
So we are members of Christ's body, of his flesh. We all are, and his bones. So it's not one union. You feel what I'm saying? They try to make it like it's one union between a man and a wife. That is a union. But a man can have more than one wife. He can have another union with another wife. So if that's the case, Christ shouldn't have no union. We are married to Christ, right? We are all married to Christ, man and female. Understand? He is the husband. So that being said, that crushes everything. That one flesh thing. Go ahead, Taziar, you gotta hear it. Matter of fact,
Come on. This is saying that Christ and us, Hispanic, blacks, and Native Americans, we are related through the flesh, through the blood, through the bone.
no, we are related through the flesh, through blood,
Nobody else
through
is.
blood, right? But this is saying that, as far as a union, when they try to say you can only have one wife, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, yeah, I guess you could say that. We are all a part of Christ. So in a sense, yeah, I guess you could say that, yeah. We are all a part of Christ.
Of his flesh,
Right.
of his bone.
Right, but we don't have no separate. You know what I'm saying? It's no thing, nothing saying we are separate. And relating to that, cutting what they're saying about one wife, they try to say it's just one wife and that's it. It's no more because they say the two become one flesh, and that's true. You do become one flesh, but it's not one union. A man, it's one union for a woman, but a man can have more than one union. You feel what I'm saying? King Solomon had 300 wives. So you trying to tell me that he didn't have separate unions? King David had wives. You feel what I'm saying? So you trying to tell me he didn't have separate unions? You get what I'm saying? We are all in the same union with Christ. We are all in the same flesh with Christ. That cuts it.
Right.
So, all right, we're gonna stop right there. We might have to pick up some more next week. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, that's my time. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. If you Black, Hispanic, Native American, get in these classes, man. Learn who you are, and actually come to the school, man, and shape yourself for the world, and learn how to serve the Most High the right way. And with that, I pass the class to Trooper Ayura.
This is the ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak. So a brother or sister, there's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry ties, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 through 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means the 10th in Hebrew, Masharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher for priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like coming holy convocations. We have the Purim, 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, Sunday the 5th March, and Monday the 6th March 2023. You find it at Esther chapter 9, 22, 31. And remind Akim and Aqua to take the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a teacher in the school. Start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf, and act inclusive. Security in there. You got it. Marrige.
Oh, sorry.
SAR, which means space to
Sorry. Wapan Wako Dam, and then sorry, turn to face the east.
Wapan Hakudam, and then SAR face the east. We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew to start off.
Oh, you can't. You don't want me. You want me to read it? No.
Abanaw, Shema Shemayim,
Shema Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Malaka, Tabaha, Ratazayaka,
Hayah,
Aisha,
Barataza,
Kawak, Hayah, Vashemayim, the Thunderbolt, the Calm, Yawam, Wasalakina, Kabawakina, Kasalakina, Kabawakina, Wala,
Dabaayina,
Bonasaiwan,
Abal,
Abal,
Hawashayana,
Mayan,
Ra,
Kaya, Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Wala,
Watapara,
Lami,
Amen.
Amen. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom, Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
So,
turn.
Hey, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatam. Y'all give them a time. We're going to turn and give a face to sisters for one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim Barak, Yahweh Shema Shem Yahshua. Y'all give them a time. Class dismissed.